today is Deana Lainhart out of Lakeland, Florida. Out of an audience of more than 50,000 agents nationwide, Deana's been selected to represent Broker Agent Advisor as this month's Broker Agent of the Month in the state of Florida. And Deana, I've enjoyed our conversations, and I'm excited to be here and share this moment with you and shine a light on you for your contribution to the industry. And I just want to say congratulations on being recognized, and thanks for joining me.
Thank you. I am very honored to be recognized, and thank you for having me.
You got it. It's my hope, Deana, that a couple minutes here on video, people get a chance to get to know you a little bit, maybe get a sense for why you were selected. And I thought we would just explore a couple questions together. I want to start with the topic of real estate, Deana. There's a lot of things you could be doing down there in Florida professionally. What was the inspiration for you to become a realtor?
Well, I've been in the service industry all of my life, all of my adult career. I've always serviced people, and whether it be in restaurants, insurance, as an assistant to something. And I love people. And I thought this was the best way to get out there and mingle among people and get to know different walks of life that people go through. And it's so fulfilling for me. And I had no idea that it would be this good for me.
What's interesting about that is it's really hard. Most people from outside the industry looking in think that all real estate agents make a ton of money and this business is easy. And I mean, that's not the case. If you look at the statistics, most people don't find success.
Yeah.
I suspect your love for people has contributed to that, and maybe your answer will be a little redundant, but I still want to ask, it's far harder than most people think, yet here you are day after day, putting in the good fight. What keeps you in this business? What do you find most rewarding about it?
The relationships. I really feel strongly that if you build a relationship, everything else will fall into place. And it's just the people themselves. And it's such a joy when someone walks into their home and you help them achieve that. And they cry or they squeal or whatever it is. It's a tremendous feeling for me. So I know they have to feel good. And that's why I do it.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Deana, I found a testimonial of yours, and I feel like it's appropriate to share how a client described going through that process with you as their realtor.
Thank you.
Said Deana's communication was impeccable. Any issue was resolved immediately. Throughout the process of selling my home, negotiating, and eventually purchasing, Deana was my absolute rock. We had as smooth a sell as we could ever have hoped for. And that has a lot to do with Deana's organizational skills as anything else. Happy to highly recommend her to anyone wanting to buy a new house or sell a house. That's pretty high praise.
Thank you. Yeah, it's important to have a win-win with everyone.
Yeah, I think, at the end of the day, it's an emotional experience, right? And when you can create an experience like that, it's just far easier than it potentially could be. Deana, you call home in a place where virtually everybody else in the U.S. is considering vacationing at some point throughout the year. What's it like to live, work, and play down there in Lakeland, Florida?
Lakeland's amazing. It is very late. It's kind of like, I've always told people, you can get that resort living here, or you can get that rural, down home kind of living here. So it's very versatile. And it's like not very far away from where I'm at right now, downtown in my office, there's cows in a pasture. Right. So it's just, I don't know how to say it. To me, it was like coming home without the snow. I'm from Indiana originally. And This was like coming home without the snow. The people are amazing. I walk down the street, people actually nod, say hi, how you doing? How's your day? It's a community of families and people who care. And that's what I like about it. And that's why.
Yeah, I kind of wish that for everybody, a place where you feel comfortable and you have pride that you're a part of. I want to ask you one more question before I let you go. It's been a really tough market the last couple of years with the unprecedented low inventory on the back end of a global pandemic. Yes. The business is already hard as it is, but it's been especially hard for a couple of years. And there are a lot of agents struggling. And I feel like a lot of people could benefit from leaning into your success. If you were to offer one piece of advice to a peer in this business, what would that piece of advice be?
Be honest and set the right expectations. Because if you begin by being honest and setting the right expectations, you won't run into a lot of hiccups in that relationship because they already know what to expect and what's going to come next. You have to hold their hand sometimes, and don't be afraid to do that. And sometimes you have to be brutally honest with people. So don't be afraid to do that. And just go talk to people, pick their brains. The people who are successful, those are the people you want to surround yourself with, because that's the positive stuff that's going to be put into your mind. And that's where you're going to succeed.
I love it. I think it's fantastic. I say this a lot these days, but the shortest distance between two people is trust.
Yes.
And that's earned one exchange at a time. And it's very clear that you've been very, very good at showing people that they can trust you. And it's a pleasure to share a couple minutes with you here and shine a light on you. The industry's lucky to have you. And I just want to say congratulations again on being recognized. And I wish you nothing but joy and abundance on the rest of your journey, Deana.
Thank you. And I am very honored, very honored. And you have a blessed day.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.